trophy. It's the Giants going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Still first down.
They go play action here on first down. Finding time. He's going to go. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 30 yards there.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden, trying not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Gun. They'll look to throw. steps away to his left. And some space here. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up. They've still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's the option going right. Muscles him off. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and
the Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Green 39! Green 39!
A running play for Rawls. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll drop the throw. That's caught at the 3. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 4th down.
After all the preparation.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So 2nd and 10 here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
It's caught on the left side by Kurz. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Kurz, 81 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. And this
under pressure, they got him again. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
And that's caught inside the 35. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of... room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Seahawks trail, but it could be worse for them. The Giants have a kick return touchdown to their credit, and if things hold up, they will be going to the Super Bowl. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10. Seahawks now later on the drive. Here it's a sack by Pierre-Paul. This ends up as a loss of 9. Sticking with the same drive. Run play coming up here, and he'll take it in for the touchdown as they put the first points on the board. 3rd down from the 18. Here the pass would be completed into coverage. He gone. Seahawks push the lead to 10.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up in an offset eye. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He hits Baldwin right side. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the scramble and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
The benefits of practice, toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. Here we go now. Blue line. Blue line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Escapes the sack. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume.
Gun. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. First down, this is Rawls. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's the option going right. And he'll lose yard. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Fresh set of downs here. In the slot on the right is Graham.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's the option going right. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the final timeout. So as they talk, play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.